Milk, health-building milk. An average of 1,500 gallons of milk are distributed free each day to the 25,000 children in the CYO vacation schools through the interest of Archbishop Stritch. Each child receives half a pint, and do they love it. Milk time in the CYO vacation schools frequently is meal time, under the spreading chestnut tree. Milk is generally distributed at noon and is eagerly looked forward to. Isn't this thoroughly appetizing? Gee whiz, what good is milk without a straw? Milk was first introduced in the CYO vacation school program in 1936 upon the suggestion of Bishop Shield, who used funds derived from CYO boxing shows. He still does. What, no extra portion? The CYO Boys Camp was first opened 6 years ago. Since that time, an average of 500 boys each summer have been sent to the camp by Bishop Shield and the Catholic Youth Organization. Boys who might never have experienced the thrill of outdoor camp life. Informal, friendly talks are held every day among camp director and boys. An interesting story, a bit of advice, a personal anecdote are eagerly listened to. Father Chelminsky, director of Boy Scout work in the Chicago Archdiocese, speaks to youthful ears. Religious attendance is not compulsory at the CYO Boys Camp, but it's encouraged. This beautiful chapel was built by CYO Boy Scouts and was made possible by CYO Ladies Auxiliary contributions. Mass is said every morning. What boy wouldn't love a beautiful grotto like this? Boys quietly offer their prayers before the statue of the Sacred Heart. The grotto is the chief attraction of the boys' camp. There's no idle time here. Sandpapering ducks and engraving horses' heads on wood blocks is important business, or getting ready to scalp a hapless wooden engine. This is not intended to be a candid camera shot. Wouldn't this towel rack look well in your kitchen? Oops, that wasn't in the script, was it? The 65,000 gallons of cool, clean, fresh water in the CYO Boys Camp pool comes from deep within the earth. There's no time for meditation here. All boys are taught to swim and to keep themselves well. Examinations are always given by camp doctor to check possibility of infections. This is a strict rule in the CYO. Hey, Doc, that's my eye. No poll is needed to tell which sport is most popular with boys at camp. Bob Feller better look out. DiMaggio, too. Gangway, everybody. Safe at first. Well, something's going to happen here. Run, Kelly, run. Whoops, but it's fun. This is the entrance to the CYO Girls Camp, which serves the same purpose for poor girls that the boys' camp does. The camp is located 3 miles north of Libertyville on a 110-acre estate. This unusual bell tower meets the visitor's eye upon entering the campgrounds. A lovely sound the girls always listen to. It rings at regular periods in the course of the day. This bell tower is indeed a thing of beauty. The beginning of a new and interesting day. Girls are taught to make their own beds and keep their cots neat and orderly. Everybody does it, from 8-year-olds to 14-year-olds. How Mother would love to see this. These girls are strolling lazily in the direction of their cabins. At the girls' camp, religion is an integral part of a day's activities. This is a typical scene which greets the visitor to the camp. Little hearts pulsating with one thought. A lovely scene like this would inspire anyone. This is the dining room. The little missies are taught to wait upon one another. Fresh, nutritional food, well cooked, is served to everyone. Good, huh? Oh, well. No color discrimination is tolerated at CYO Girls Camp. I wonder what Emily Post would say about young ladies who play with their food. Wonder what it'll be for dessert tonight. Nostalgic, wholesome recreation as girls sew beneath a shady tree. Needlework is carefully taught by young volunteer leaders from colleges and high schools. Useful, constructive knowledge is acquired by these girls at the CYO camp. Boys needn't apply here. It's a woman's world. Skillful fingers and keen eyes are needed in mastering this type of feminine pastime. Well, should instigate freckle-face contest among girls at camp. Every day is swim day at the CYO Girls Camp. This is absolutely one of the most beautiful pools to be found anywhere in the Chicago area. If these girls don't learn to dive and swim, it certainly isn't the fault of the pool. An instructor is always on hand. The little colored girls in the center are really enjoying themselves. Hey, whoa, be careful there. You'll drown the camera. At the CYO Girls Camp, group recreation is freely encouraged. For this scene, the bell tower provides a beautiful setting. This particular game is called The Farmer in the Dell. It's quite popular, too. This is just the sort of stuff children love. Does it bring you back to your own childhood? Good, you're still normal then. And today, more than ever, America needs normal people. This is the first time that officers and delegates to the Catholic Youth Senate of the Archdiocese of Chicago have been filmed. The Senate meets several times a month at the CYO headquarters to discuss important problems pertaining to the welfare of American youth. Its members represent the very best in the city's intellectual life. Anything that affects the community is thoroughly and intelligently evaluated by these youthful leaders of Catholic thought. Questionnaires are issued regularly. This particular group is shown in its meeting room at the CYO headquarters discussing the next Catholic Youth Congress. Last year, 3,500 took part in the Catholic Youth Congress at the Auditorium Theater. Bishop Shield and the CYO are the staunchest supporters of the Catholic Youth